topic of the day. We got to talk about that Monday night game last night. Aaron Rodgers making his full debut for the New York Jets. But then the 49ers, fresh off the Super Bowl loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, wanted to start the season off with a W, not to have two L's in a row. And in the beginning, the Jets looked pretty okay. But then the 49ers just stormed their way and they won this game 32-19. Now, obviously, we got a 49er guy on the show, on a panel, so he going to kick us off. Dave, did the 49ers prove that they are still the best team in the NFC?
No. It's only week one. It's only week one. Week one, we don't know that right now. There are plenty of other teams that don't want to know right now. So, no, I'm not going to say that we're still the best in the NFC right now. Now you can say that because we are the reigning NFC champions, and we did start off strong, beating the Jets at home. But no, I'm not going to say that at this very moment. We did win the game in dominating fashion, scoring on 8 straight drives. So 8 consecutive drives, we had a scoring drive. We forced 2 turnovers in this game with a punch, fumble, and a Peanut Tillman style by Fred Warner on Brees Hall, which was Aaron Rodgers' first NFL completion this year, turned into a fumble. And then an interception that was thrown as well, which was a great defense by my second corner, who I think is going to have a good year this year, Deombador Lenore. So great job with that. And we pretty much dominated this game. We dominated the time of possession. They couldn't stop the run whatsoever. I talked about Jordan Mason 2 years ago. And what I said, when he gets this opportunity, he'll show you how good he is. 28 carries for 147 yards and a touchdown. I think we pretty much know how good he can be if he's given the opportunity. Now, I was shocked to see that CMC wasn't going to play, and it gave me a little cause for concern. But I did forget that Jordan Mason was going to be running the rock. So just glad to see. But and then Trent Williams went back to his all-pro form. Great protection. And I got to give a shout-out to our rookie, Dominic Puny, who had a really good game last night as well. He helped make Colton McKivitz look actually good last night, who's actually, I think, is one of the worst right tackles in the league, but we continue to keep giving him a contract, so he's there. Purdy looked pretty good, made some good throws. He made a couple of bad passes, but there's nothing to be concerned about. And Brandon Ayuk looked a little rusty. You know, he had 2 drop passes, and he dropped a dime in the end zone that could have been a touchdown, which would have made Purdy's numbers look good, but made him look good, given as though he just got a $30 million contract. But I didn't expect him to look like the All-Pro he was last year in the first game, knowing that he wasn't there during training camp, he wasn't really practicing. So this was to be expected. But to say that we're the best in the NFC right now after week 1, no.
Okay, Mark.
Wow. I see why. I guess this is why Joe felt like this yesterday with the rookie thing. Are you serious? Y'all look so dominant. Yes, y'all look like the best team in the NFC. Really? Y'all ain't look like y'all ain't have no problems. Brock Purdy was efficient. The running back, y'all lost y'all best player on offense and still blew out the Jets. I mean, that's not dominating. Any other team lose their best player, it's not gonna look like that. Offensive line click, defense click, y'all linebackers click. Fred Warner was out there hitting. Like it was a complete game around from the 49ers. And y'all was missing y'all best player. Everybody else stepped up. That's not dominating. That's calls for the best team in the league. It was only 2 other teams that probably played as good as y'all did yesterday. We can talk about Carolina. I mean, in the Saints game, and the Saints blew Carolina out, but they played against Carolina. Y'all played against the Jets. A lot of people got the Jets, going pretty far in the playoffs. The defense is efficient. Everything was efficient with 19 for 29, 231, no touchdowns, but they ran the ball. They ran the ball 28 plus. They ran the ball like almost 38 times. And you don't see that anymore in the NFL. Really. You don't see that.
I see this all the time, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, we don't see this, especially week 1. They always wanted to see what they was doing. It's like 49ers already know what their identity is, and they going strong with it in the beginning. So, yes, they look like the most dominant team right now. They do. Dominant team in the NFC.
Yeah, I see what Dave's doing. He he don't want to get too excited. It's week one, like he said. He don't want to, he don't want to get on his high horse and then get upset. I get you, but Dave, come on, man. I haven't used this in a long time. I think this is the appropriate time to use it if I can find it. We've been moving stuff around in these sound effects. Dave,
Not the cap.
come on, man. Yes. Who else is the best if it ain't y'all? Let me ask you that question. Who's the best?
Detroit? You saying Detroit look better?
Who the best in Dave in the NFC? If y'all know.
I don't think anyone has solidified that right now. It's just week one.
You gotta pick somebody. I mean,
Not necessarily. You don't have to pick anyone after. It's week one.
I mean,
you can say yesterday we were like the best team on the field. Yesterday, yes, of course. Last night, I didn't think that we were going to lose to the Jets.
So let me ask you this: were y'all the best last year?
Yes, we were the best team in the NFC last year.
So what NFC team did something that make you feel like they were better than y'all this year?
After week one?
No, period.
Yeah.
Since last to the Super Bowl.
That's nothing. It's nothing to say. It's nothing to compare to, honestly, right now. It's just week one.
Some people might say the Eagles. They only got Saquon, got some DB and stuff. But we watched the Eagles play Friday night. You watched that?
Yes, we did, and they only won the game by a few points. I get that.
And they,
the only team was, the Saints, the only team that probably ever looked good in the line.
Look, I'm not ready. See, this is the thing. I'm not saying that we didn't dominate that game. We did. I said that we dominated the game, and I expected that. I think what I'm saying is kind of sort of what they're saying about the Jets. It's because it's the Jets. I'm not that impressed right now.
Are you impressed by the Jets defense?
I was, yes, and I like how we dominated that defense. So that is something I'll say about.
Yes, they are a great defense without C-Mac. And you said it. The first thing you said was, "Yeah." You said it so softly. Yeah, we scored on 8 straight drives. What? You scored on 8 straight drives?
I mean that's happened. I've seen that before when we played against the Eagles. Yes, when we played against Philly, we scored in every drive right after that. So I'm not. It's not something I'm not used to seeing. But that was later on in the season. Now, if I see this later on in the season, then I can say that it's week one. I get what y'all saying, but about how we looked last year and how we are now, seems as though we are the defending NFC champions. But for me, I'm not going to say that right now because it's just week one. We could look terrible next week or the week after. I'm not saying that right now after week one. That's just me. It's only one game. I'll say after 4 games, then you can say something. After 5 games, okay, but I'm not saying that after week one.
I feel you. That would make sense to me, at least, if we're talking about somebody that wasn't the best last year, and we saw 1 a week, and we're like, nah, they ain't the best. Now, if the Chiefs would have dominated their week one like y'all did, we would have been like, yeah, the Chiefs are the best team in the league. Even though it's only week one, because it's the Chiefs. They were the best last year. Y'all were the best NFC team last year. And then y'all had this type of performance without your best player. And Brock Purdy, yes, he missed a few throws, but Brock Purdy was really good. I like Brock Purdy was really good yesterday. And Jordan Mason, 147 yards on the ground. Come on now. That dude run hard too. So yes, I'm going to say they definitely proved that they are the best team in the NFC until proven otherwise. That sound better?
And then on top of that, if you look at every other game, everybody got dropped. So Brandon Ayuk with his 2 drops, everybody got a drop week one for some reason. So,
I didn't criticize him for that. I just said that he has some rust on it. I expected that.
And you know what, Dave? Will make it even better. Trent Williams is held out. Brandon Ayuk is held out. Bama's ain't been playing, and y'all still blew these dudes out. Like that's even more impressive.
It's just week one. That's just me. I'm not overreacting over one game. It's one game. It's one game.
Now, Dave, maybe
one game. I'm not listening to Blaze. We blew them out. We beat them 42-19. I don't want to hear nothing from no Eagle fan right now.
Y'all beat them worse than y'all beat the Jets. Dang.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to hear nothing about no Eagle fan right now. They won their game, but we went out in dominating fashion. Talk to me when you dominate somebody.
Shout out to Tomo. Tomo said, "I'm with you, Dave. It's week one."
It's just one. It's just one game.
This is a Cowboy talk. This is a Cowboy talk. That's different.
It's one game. It's one game.
Okay, off one game, what game what team looked better than y'all did yesterday? Defense.
I'm not saying that any team look better than us. I'm just not. I'm not ready to say we're the best team in the NFC after one game. That's it.
You just basically
All
continue
right.
on that last season. You standing on business.
I've done this every single year. Y'all know me. This is not changing. I don't why y'all I don't know why y'all expect me to change, but it's not happening. Okay. I did it for a little bit when we played against the Eagles because they kept trying to give me that energy the year before, and I said, I'm gonna bring the energy to you. And we went out and dominated and beat them in the link. So I get that, but this is just who I am. I'm not ready to say that until I see this happen multiple times again. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And y'all, it's like y'all attacking me for that. I just want to see us do. I just want to see us do more multiple times. Like, come on now.
I want to get up for your team.
I'm proud of my team. We beat the Jets at home like we were supposed to. I expected us to win.
Yeah, y'all manhandled them. All right, so